So that shiny new game just came out, Assassin's Creed Mirage, and you want to know if it's worth your time, right? Well, let's take a look at the game for some first impressions. Right away, I tried a benchmark for the game. I averaged 77 FPS for 4K max settings with DLSS on quality. I played with these settings. The game begins with a scene, and towards the end of it, you see a guy, Bassam, trapped and attacked by a creature. And then he wakes up and a girl named Nihal is there, and called the creature a Jinni. Nihal is a really close friend of his, and they've been together as allies for a long time. Took a look at the map and it seems fairly big. Next to the map is Codex. Here you can look at the history of Baghdad, but I had no history unlocked. Also you can view tutorials, and finally you can view database. Database is actually pretty useful. It shows information about people and things. For example, it shows information on the Jinni from the dream. One thing it says is he has dreamed of the creature since his childhood, and it happens nightly. Your first mission is to follow Nihal. You'll end up at a market. Here you learn about two things: Eagle Vision, which shows everything that's interactable, and pickpocketing. You can use Eagle Vision non-stop, but you have to be either walking or standing. If you run, it goes away. Since Eagle Vision highlights everything that you can interact with, it will show specific people that can also be robbed. Then the two of you come to an area that has a lot of children and people the two of you know. You speak to this one guy who gives you a job to retrieve a shipping ledger. He himself is going to give it to the Hidden Ones, aka the Assassin Brotherhood. Well, it's before they became that actually. Currently, they're known as Hidden Ones. So this guy says that the Hidden Ones is interested in what the ledger contains. Bassam is interested in joining the Hidden Ones, so he does this job. When you get there, you learn about crouching and tall vegetation. When an enemy gets close, you can knock them out or kill them and hide the body inside of it. When you return with the ledger, a Hidden One is talking to the guy who gave you the mission. The ledger shows a location of a chest which the Hidden One wants. Bassam more or less begs to join her group, and she just walks away. So he gets it in his head that he will steal what they want, the chest, so it makes him look better to them. This time Nihao tags along. The two of you infiltrate the Winter Palace and open the chest that the masked figures leave there. When the chest is opened and Bassam grabs the item, some sort of strange holographic scene happens. Then the guy who was supposed to protect the chest originally attacks you, and Nihao saves your life by killing him. The two of you escape immediately after because the guards are alerted and chase you. After escaping, he wakes up to Rashan, the Hidden One, in the room with him. She takes the item and tells him to get to the docks to escape. He disregards that initially and goes back to his friends, that one area that had all of the children. Once there, he sees that everyone there is dead. Also, Nihao now makes her appearance.
You killed them! You did this!
It came from over there!
I hope I never see you again.
He completely blames her and then says he hopes he never sees her again. That's nuts. It actually made me a bit upset because if it's anyone's fault, it's his, and she only helped and saved him. Anyways, you escape to the docks and leave with Rashan. You leave Nihao behind. Cut to 2 months later and you're training. Rashan is now your master and you're training to become one of them. You even train the Leap of Faith, which is cool to see.
The Leap of Faith is a crucial step on your path to initiation. It is one of the Brotherhood's first and most sacred rites. To perform it successfully, you must first center your mind.
You get a sword and throwing knives. First you practice throwing the knives, and then you practice the sword against Rashan. Here you learn light attacks, heavy attacks, parry, and dodge. Then soon after you have a training montage. After the montage you get a skill point and you have 3 options to choose from initially. I went with the skill that loots enemies when I assassinate them. Also you can now view your inventory, but I had nothing and it was empty. Then you have an initiation ceremony of sorts. You have to cut off your own finger, and then other members of the group attach a hidden blade weapon to you. A little later a member stumbles towards you and he's injured. He had to flee his mission in Baghdad pretty quickly, and he reported that Ali was killed. I guess Ali was a spy for the Hidden Ones. He was killed by the Order. You and 2 others head to Baghdad to see what's going on and what the Order is up to. Also, since you're now part of the group, you have an eagle that you can use to scout for you. On my way to my next mission, I found a vendor on the street, so I just sold whatever random things I had. A while later, you learn of the investigation menu. Here you can select missions to do that will help you learn and unlock the next part. Okay, so most of what I played in this hour and a half was just the beginning tutorial parts, really. I haven't haven't really gotten into the game proper yet. I really look forward to assassinating some targets once I get deeper into the game. One thing stands out though, the graphics look really good. There were a couple of parts I was just like, wow, that looks amazing. The story is interesting so far, and there's a lot of it. The parkour is just as fun as any other Assassin's Creed game also. Overall, this is a solid new entry in the series, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Whether or not this is your type of game, I'll see you on the next one.